Man, probably a fun fact on me is that I like to read. Like I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you gotta do is push the back button. That's all you gotta do. Push the back signal.
Try not to think about the future too much, so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
Hey now, what's up? What's up? Your boy Coach Lee back at it with Mad at It. Happy Hump Day, Wednesday night, 2 days away from the weekend, where we do our debauchery and whatever you may indulge yourself in. But welcome to the Nothing But Basketball show, where we take an in-depth look with a twist of our own flavor of collegiate and NBA basketball. Before we can get it started, we got to bring the crew in here tonight. First off, the Laker man coming from the Northeast with that hot fires he always does. Get to my man in here, Meta Wide.
Yes, sir. What's good with y'all? It's Wednesday. It's what day is it? It's hump day over here. Another basketball show. We over here spitting it up, like Coach said, man. Mix a blend of basketball, collegiate, NBA, and our own little flip freestyle, man. That's what we do, man. No pen, no pad here. But before we continue, it's an everyday thing, man. Bring this guy on. Sometimes I want to be nice. Sometimes I want to be mean. I'll be nice tonight. What I'm saying? Since the middle of the week, he's been a great guy. My man. Got a Celtics hat on. It's all good, though. My guy, Will in the building. It's good with you.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know exactly what time it is. How we doing today, fellas?
Hey, man. We're having a great time. What about yourself, fam?
Man, it's hump day. It's basketball day. Everything good.
Absolutely. Freaking Lou.
Having a great day, man. Time is ticking. You know what I'm saying? The basketball stage, I'll be on the sidelines in a few days, man. It's going to be crazy, man. Over, under, 5 minutes, I get my first tech. You might want to bet on that. Might go under. Yeah, man. But, great day, man. Great Wednesday. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I guess that's why my day is great. It's not going to be great tomorrow. But we're here. We're blessed. We're alive. I hope everybody's alive tonight. Like, subscribe through the Facebook, YouTube, and
bring back my Sonics. Who that?
And you name it, we got it. Holla at us. Keep the comments alive tonight too, man. You guys have been outstanding. You know what I'm saying, in the comments and reacting and giving us new ideas, and we appreciate that.
Absolutely, yeah, man. Without y'all, man, this can't happen. So we definitely appreciate it.
Word. So we got spicy tonight, man.
What's good, Bobby? Bobby in the house.
Oh, Bobby, man. Shout out to
Salute.
BA. Shout out to BA, man.
Part of the Wolfpack family.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed.
Man,
Who's I can't. It's Facebook user. Who's the Sonics fan?
Shout out to the Sonics fan.
They do need to bring him back. I wonder who that was. We're gonna find out during the show.
Definitely. I wonder. So if they bring the Sonics back, do they take all their records back from the Thunder? Yeah, this is gonna get dicey.
That's a good question.
Run the jewels, like give me my shit back.
or
Debo there.
It's my bike, punk.
Or they say, OKC, man, it's time to come back this way.
So my grandmama gave me that chain.
We gave you our KD.
Yeah, for real, baby.
Whoever the Sonic fan is, man, put your name in the comments. We curious who you are. Because y'all are like Bigfoot site, Sasquatch.
Yeah, like it's a whole one of y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Crazy, man, that you're talking about the Supersonics. Sean Kemp was in the news last week for a drive-by shooting from what happened in the aftermath of that. He was it was self-defense, as they claim. So they didn't get in no trouble. Somebody, I guess, took something from him. He was trying to locate it, things of that nature. And
he was locating it by self-defending. It's always interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting happening. I guess, it's very interesting. So we'll see. We'll see what else goes down from that. But right now, nothing has happened.
And I missed the first part. Who was that?
Sean Kemp.
Oh boy.
Rain Man.
Yeah, Rain Man, making it rain on the block near you.
Evaluations. They're going to reevaluate in 2 weeks. You know when the season's over. Hey, Bobby, looks like it. We had dreams of New Orleans making the playoffs. Those dreams look like not reality dreams. Sounds like a dream. Sometimes dreams are, not real. So, I mean, at the end of the day, they got.
I agree, Bobby. Zion's always 2 weeks away from being 2 weeks away.
Getting paid while he's doing it too. New tattoo.
Highway robbery. Absolute thief.
You seen the Mount Zion tattoo that he got the other day?
Mount Zion?
Mount Zion.
Man, he more like a plane right now.
Yeah, just not as in not playing.
Yeah. Hey, he's fastly approaching that area of he's not as bad as Odin was, but man, he's kind of getting that what if.
It's gonna feel more like Grant because he actually is playing. Like when he does play, he's disgusting, and we can see it.
I can see that correlation.
And like he's gonna. I don't think he'll always be hurt. I think he always will get hurt, but I think he's gonna play some games. He's gonna show out, give us the oohs and ahs for like 2 months of every season, and then back to the bench, back in his best dress suits every time.
Street clothes.
Yeah,
his best anime clothes. Yeah, man, like you said, Will, disgusting. It's 25 points a game when he plays.
That's what I'm saying. He's filthy on the court when he's on the court.
Greg Oden wish he had 2-3 games with 25 plus. You know what I'm saying? But in all, man, yeah, the injuries is definitely decimating the Pelicans. You can see it. You can see when he's on the court, they're about business. When he's not on the court, and they've been struggling, since probably about after the holidays. And it's been a real struggle for them. It's been real quiet in New Orleans. It's always quiet in New Orleans, though, nowadays when it comes to their sports team. So it's nothing new at all.
That's
going on, Marine. What's going on with you?
How you doing, Marine? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining us.
You got rid of
it was fire one. I know it was.
Oh man. He said he got rid of AD, who never played, besides Zion, who never plays.
Yeah.
Is it something in the water down there?
It might be. Definitely the food. Or the water ain't great.
Yeah, that fool put
college basketball season basically.
That fool put that weight on him.
You get into the food coma and then you drink that dirty water. Try to help
you say beignet water.
It's probably better. Oh yeah, it's probably more true than what I said. Beignet water. Ooh. I need some beignet. Now I'm just hungry. See, you always do it, Coach.
Yeah, man. We gotta eat, man. You gotta nourish yourself.
I'm all right. But all right. So what's the plan today? What we got?
It's gonna get it. No, we don't kind of soften everybody up. Let's go full blast, man. Let's get up into some little March Madness tourney things. So right off the bat, man, what's up with all these number ones getting knocked off?
Simple. It's simple.
Sense. Parity.
It makes sense. Simple. College basketball is at a level now where you're gonna get a lot of this. I feel there's blue blood schools, but there's no true blue blood. Like if there is a great team or teams that you think are great, they're not teams that you're like, oh snap, like you're not the Kansas, the Dukes. They're not there. North Carolina, Duke. They're not in the Sweet 16 for the first time in like too long. And it's great for the sport. And I said this years ago as well, man. Like, it's going to get like this. It's going to get somewhat competitive. It's going to be exciting. And you know what I'm going to say after that. And I'll leave it to the end.
No. Let me do that part, though.
Yeah, you got that. You got
let me do that part. I'm gonna have to drop the N-bomb on y'all. It's the NIL. That's what happened. We getting real basketball because now if you want to be seen and known and make a little money, you don't have to go to Duke. You don't have to go to Kentucky. You can go to Bama. You can go wherever you want, have your name, image, and likeness, get that bread. And now it's all spread out now. The talent is everywhere. It's not just one place.
Yep.
It used to be what? 5-6 schools. Like what? This is the first year since what? I forget the stat, but the first year in how many years where all you got, I mean, where you don't have Kansas, Duke, Kentucky.
I got it for you.
Yeah, or North Carolina. Yeah, pull it up.
So I got it for you, and it's going to validate what you said about the NIL. So to put it in perspective, this is only
We're on cat. No.
This is only the fourth time since they went to the round setup that they have now. Only the fourth time since 1951. But the other 3 times that it happened is going to validate what you said. 76, 79, 2021, and this year.
Look at that. Look at
NIL, baby.
Look at it.
You say, yep, the NIL, AAU, you know, all this stuff. The way everything is has turned basketball into this. So, hey, holla, 90s coming soon. And if you're excited right now with the upsets at 68,
yeah,
you're gonna be excited with the upsets at 90.
God,
so
again.
It's leaving up to be real like that. The more exciting the tournament gets in the next couple of years, if the tournament's sparking like this, where you're getting upsets and people are happy with it, you know, people ain't sad with it. The viewers are still going up. Then you're gonna expand it. And
I will say this.
Get the best opportunity in their lives to be able to shock the world. Some of these players, a lot of these players are not going to get to the elite level that they dream to get to.
Right.
So right now, it's kind of like the most important games of your lifetime. And I agree with you, Bobby. Mid-majors, 3 to 5 year players. A lot of mid-major and a lot of, you know, schools that you don't know about have these guys that stay in college. So it helps their team out. Shout out to San Diego State, man. They're going to be doing that to get 90 team bracket.
I'm not going to lie. I still do not want 90 teams, but I will say this. This year's tournament is making your case a little better because with the way that we just explained how the league is going, it is possible that a team who's probably going to be a 500 team could shock the world in the first couple rounds if allowed in. So I no longer hate I still hate the idea, but I no longer am going to say that it can't work. I just don't like it.
Farley Dickinson pulled the upset of all time.
I know.
People know, small school, New Jersey. Shout out to them guys doing their thing. But the crazy thing is, I want to mention this on this show because I wanted to mention this all week. They shouldn't even been there.
No, they
They're at college.
Yeah.
Had the conference one, but because of
but they moved, yeah.
Because they just entered D1.
Right.
And this is 4 years you gotta wait.
It's a 4 year. It should have been 2, but it's 4. So
it went to Farley Dickinson.
Yeah.
Damn, they always cheat in Massachusetts basketball, man. We could have been celebrating.
Hey, but at least this time it was for your other home, though.
Yeah,
Jersey.
another home, man. Yeah,
Jersey.
A lot of people that hit bank on that, man. I've seen a couple people and a couple people I know, betted on Farley Dickinson to win, man, and it came up big.
Yeah.
So, upset.
It's a toss-up for what the biggest upset is between this one and when Virginia lost, because Virginia lost to a team that had never really ever even been there, and they was dark. They were number one most of the year. So, but this one was big too. Like they're close. They're both close.
They're both close, but I'm gonna lean on what I mentioned with the Farley Dickinson beating Purdue
because they weren't supposed to be there.
Not even that. Not even that. We've seen Virginia start this whole thing. Virginia lost to UMBC, a 16 seed.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the one. That's the one that might be the biggest ever. That one because it was the first time it ever happened.
Right.
So I think once it happens as a 16 seed, now you have it in your mind like, okay, this can be done.
True.
And so it makes it a little easier. Not much easier, but a little easier. But yeah, it's 1 and 1A or 1A 1B in terms of the biggest upsets in the tournament ever. So
now the one thing I do like about it, if the expectations go as expected, we might have the possibility. Can Alabama and Houston meet each other based on the
bracket? Absolutely. That's what's supposed to happen. That's what could happen. Houston with their injuries are still sustaining. They're feeling the pressures of the tournament. Had a tough game. The other night, but they was able to have a good second half and overdo it. It can happen. Right now when you're talking about teams losing, you see these two teams are probably the most two consistent teams.
I forgot he played down there.
So it's gonna be interesting to see.
He's carrying on the family legacy.
SEC.
His pops and his uncle were both ballers.
Yo, Sasser he's different. He got that. He got that feeling like Kemba when they went on that run, Baz when they went on that run. Yeah. He's just a guard who you need a bucket, I got you.
He wants it
right now. Like I got a bucket for you right here. He got that. He got that in him.
This is it for him. He probably gonna declare right after the tourney.
Yeah, Miller probably is too. So they both going to the league. It's weird though because there's something different about Sasser. Miller, I've seen him not show up for certain games. Now he still played well overall, right? But scoring wise, he didn't do a whole bunch, and he didn't make the big shots or the big plays. Sasser, every game, it's like, yo, move out, like give him the ball and move, like let him go.
So
Michigan State
we got the Sweet 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I want to get y'all's predictions on these. We got 4 games tomorrow and 4 games on Friday. So the first one at 6:30, I guess it's the Eastern time, I believe.
Yep.
I assume. You got number 3 K-State against number 7 Michigan.
This is simply Michigan State. They've roll called, and we've seen this a few times in our lifespan. Michigan being that team that subpar regular seasons, to get to the tournament, and Tom Izzo just mathematically just outcoaches teams. Shout out to Shaka Small, who's on the other side of the crowd when Marquette lost to him. And he looks up to Izzo. People still look up to Tom Izzo, and he's still over here coaching. We've seen Coach K, retire. We've seen Joe Boeheim retire. You see Calhoun retire. A lot of guys. Roy Williams. This guy is the last man left. And he's bringing that magic over here. The other side, they dogs.
Yeah.
They dogs for real. So honestly, what this game comes down to is Michigan is a really good defensive team. Kansas can put some offensive perks up, but they can kind of struggle too. So it comes down again. Does the coach on KU side have the chess pieces to match Izzo's? Because Izzo's ready for this. It's house money too.
Right.
I would take K-State in this game. I think K-State has the play has the players, has the guard play to be able to stretch this game out and make it a little difficult on Michigan. But I don't think Michigan's going out without a fight.
I'm stuck because I always lean on the team with the guards because the guard play is huge in this tournament. It's usually everything. But when, as a people, are we gonna stop betting against Larry Izzo? Like, when are we gonna stop? Because it's bad, man. Like every year now, I know he doesn't win every year, but every year he's supposed to be out early and he's not.
I can't. I'm sorry, I had to pick against Michigan.
No. I'm not even coming at your pick. I'm just saying it as a people, as a group, as sports fans, when are we gonna stop doing this? And with that said, I think I have to agree with you. The guard play is overwhelming to me. Tyson Walker and what's the other kid name? AJ Hoggard. They balling, man. They got the juice. I think they're gonna win. So I have to agree with you, even though I just made a whole case.
It's like the guy's gonna lie. The only way K-State loses this game is if what happened with every other team. They struggle early, and Michigan offensive points up early. Because remember, Michigan doesn't score a lot of points.
No, they like to make games gross. They like to make it ugly. They bring you to deep water and try to drown you. Like
they bludgeon you to death.
Yeah. Death by 1,000 cuts.
Okay. So the second game tomorrow night at 7:15 on the first is on TBS. This is on CBS. You got number 4 UConn versus number 8 Arkansas.
SEC. Shout out to the SEC, man. But I'm gonna let you go first on this, Will.
We gonna keep it home. We're gonna keep it real funky. UConn just in a different zone right now. I just think their shooting has been lighting up when they needed to. They get some post play when they needed to. It's just they've been making the right plays at the right times. Just a clutch type of team. I don't know if they're watching film with their own selves when they were raining for a while there. I don't know what's going on, but whatever the case may be, they're in a nice little zone right now. I'm not betting against UConn.
This right here.
Yeah, crazy game. All these games are nice right now.
They are.
The Temple's kind of what throws me off, man. You know what I'm saying? Arkansas, they're top 50 in offense. They have the 15th best defense. UConn as the year was beginning, hot team, and I feel like they're getting hot at the right moment. They're kind of getting back to the mode that they was at. My thing is, Arkansas has played some dogs this year. Coming out the SEC, they're poised. Gritty. They beaten some young teams, and UConn is now old. Kind of in that middle of the pack. Ah, man, it's tough.
See, and again,
I'm gonna go. I don't want to go against the regional homers and UConn. I like UConn where they at right now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go.
It's a terrible game to pick.
I'm gonna go Arkansas.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Arkansas
just for good content because we can't pick the same picks the entire time.
Look at you.
I'm gonna go Arkansas.
Who's Stephen A. and who's Skip?
Exactly, for real, right? Also, I'll say I went against my own formula with this game too. I went with the team that I know and it's more close to home with UConn, but the guard play seems to be leaning towards Arkansas. I mean, they got the guards out there, but yeah, I got UConn still.
The thing is with Arkansas is they shoot poorly.
They streaky, yeah.
They're streaky as hell. You know what I'm saying? But they can run the floor, attack the rim. Yeah. So if they're able to get up and down the floor and change the tempo and pace and make UConn run, then then it becomes a game where transition gets involved. And hopefully you can get UConn to miss baskets. It's gonna be a good one tomorrow. UConn favorite 3.5.
Yeah.
So
I will say UConn also they score more, they defend more too. They give up less. So they should be favored.
Definitely favored. But yeah, man, if you sneaking sleeper money, go off way. If you like UConn and the way they progress, which I have, I respect you. Take them.
Picking at the right time.
Peaking at both teams are peaking right here. This is like this can possibly determine, the region. And like I said, man, Arkansas, man, is in a good spot right now. It could it's a SEC Final Four. That'd be what? Talk about Nick Saban not even in the graveyard, rolling in his grave. Like,
he'll be
Nick Saban's been interviewed around the world. How you get to hit your football juice to get it all around the conference in basketball?
Seriously.
Right. So third game tomorrow, 9 p.m. on TBS. Number 4 Tennessee versus number 9 Florida Atlantic.
You can go ahead.
Florida Atlantic has an overall great team. I like the
Cinderella run too.
They're playing. They have guys that can shoot the ball. Cinderella at its finest. Cinderella's foot is getting a little bit too big for that slipper. I don't think they have.
The gig is up, man.
The gig is up.
I'm gonna give up on Florida Atlantic. I just like Tennessee better, and that's just me being a dog. That's like the seed that's the lower seed should win this game. Like, you should win this game. You can be a part of the Cinderella story, but the Tennessee Volunteers do not want to be like that. You got the girls on the other side playing in the Sweet 16 as well. You want to win. You don't want the girls to end up winning and then you losing. So, yeah, Tennessee's going to go in there with that intensity. I got Tennessee on the up.
This is just checking the numbers here, and man, FAU on a nine game streak, right? Versus Tennessee's only a couple games, 2 games. They're back into the tournament.
And they 31-3 on the season.
Yeah, it's I'm gonna stick with FAU, even though that's the upset. I think Cinderella gets that shoe on at least one more time.
Okay.
It's gonna be exciting, man. Either way, they're gonna go out there. They're gonna compete. They have guys that can shoot the ball, spread the floor. And they have that. I just adjustments. Tennessee can't afford to go down the hole early.
They can't win a shootout with them at all. No, they better defend the way they've been doing. Tennessee to win has to defend. If they get into a shootout, it's over for them.
Okay. Next up, last game, 9:45 on CBS. Number 2 UCLA versus number 3 Gonzaga. And Gonzaga showed some intentional fortitude Sunday night, holding off and coming back and holding off TCU.
I will bet against Gonzaga always until they finally win it all. I do not believe. Gonzaga chokes way too much. And they may be better now. They may not be those guys that choked before, but their best player is still the same guy from those teams. It's Timmy, right? Yeah.
The super senior?
Yeah, the super senior. Drew Timmy. I feel like he's been there for 10 years.
Yeah, he probably played with Stockton.
We gonna see, man. You said you're gonna take due to the prior history, Adam Morrison crying on the floor, that we don't trust Gonzaga. And I can agree with you on that. Can we trust Gonzaga? Can we trust this team? Even in the lightest of years when they're not really the talk of the talk. But they get in that conversation because it's a Sweet 16 and they're still around. You got UCLA, team that's looked awesome.
Tiger Campbell, man.
But Tiger Campbell, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Looks like you a little bit, Will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the guy, a couple injuries hitting around for the UCLA Bruins. Guy suffered the injury late in the game, but of course you got a couple days to get that situation handled. I'm gonna trust Gonzaga. I'm gonna trust Gonzaga. Though I'm gonna be real, bracket wise, I did pick UCLA to advance another round. I like what Timmy said the other day after that game. I knew we couldn't be the ones to mess this up. We know Gonzaga teams have messed this up in the past. We can't be that team. And though we're under the radar this year, we're not really high. You know what I'm saying? We're not Jalen Suggs high.
Yeah.
We're gonna do something that people don't expect us to do.
Yeah, that should help them not being favored.
Been doing their thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna predict that both UCLA teams, girls and boys, because there are another teams, couple teams that's in the Sweet 16.
Right.
Go home this weekend. They both go home.
That should definitely help them this year. That they're under the radar. They're not the main favorite. I didn't even have them getting here. I had TCU here. So.
And guys, guess what? I'm gonna take these bets tomorrow. Everything I said. And I'm gonna parlay.
You gonna put your money where your mouth is? I like it.
I'll put my money where my mouth is, man. You know, I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna post a tab and put a few dollars on there. Like I said, man, minimum bet is 10 cents. Are you kidding me?
Do it.
I'm not gonna put 10 cents in. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, $1, $2, whatever.
You know, since it's 3 of us. Well, actually, it'll be real. Since the team is 5 of us, let's put $5 on it.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? $5 on it.
He gonna just start counting people in the chat. Like, there's like 30 of us.
No, dude, 7. All right, cool.
You got our own in-house degenerate.
It's 40 of us. We putting 40.
March Madness continues tomorrow, man, all throughout the weekend. It is going to be exciting. Enjoy it. Watch it. It doesn't matter where you're at. Every TV I feel, wherever you're at, should have it on.
Oh, I agree. Brother Nate in the building. I'm going to have 3 screens set up. At least 2 of them going to have NCAA on.
Nate making a house call. Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, he is. All the way from Australia.
So,
it's like
real
9
quick,
a.m. over there.
The Friday game.
6:30
TBS. You got number 1, Alabama versus number 5, San Diego State.
Yeah. It's Bama. It's Bama for me. They're going to have to show me that you can stop Brandon Miller. I don't think this team can do it.
Quigley? What's his name?
Oh, Quinley. Yeah, Quinley be balling.
He be doing his thing.
Yeah, he does.
Crazy.
Quinley, and they got Matt Bradley doing work. San Diego. San Diego's, I know they what are they ranked 5th? Even there, they're still kind of like Cinderella feel with them, but I don't think they got it this year. So I think they're done right here with Alabama.
Okay.
Miller time.
I'm gonna go Bama too, man. They haven't given me any reason in this tournament to why they would lose. But I mean, it's any given moment they can lose. But I'm not gonna take them to lose on Friday night.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna delete this comment afterwards. Take care of it.
Hold on.
Dude said he got the Aztecs for the upset.
Okay. Aztecs for the uppie, huh? Okay. I respect it. I wonder if he picked that if he was bad.
Second game on Friday. We got on 7:15 CBS, number 1 Houston versus number 5 Miami.
Oh, it's just tough for me. Because, again, guard play, and I think I did 10 minutes early in the show about Sasser. But damn. But they also got, Isaiah Wong been balling. And Miami has just got that feel. They got, it's like, and like I said, are the Miami girls still alive?
Yes. Miami girls are still alive.
Yeah, see, it's like a vibe, bro. Like, they just riding this wave, the hurricane, man. But that being said, Sasser about to eat him up. I got Houston.
You got Miami
pretty close.
You got Miami 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 NCAA tournament games. 8-3 against the spread, and then last 11 against the team with a winning record. While the over is 4-1 in the last 5 games, following the at the spread win, which they have.
Money line is plus 285. They're underdogs.
Ooh, that looks like they want you to just stick it.
That's a juicy one. They want you to take Miami.
I feel like anything between 2 and 280
is too much. Like, you gotta go, right?
It's like, it's like, man.
You gotta go.
Got Houston. Bobby got the U. Little dude's gonna go H-Town, and guess what? I'm gonna go H-Town down, though everybody's probably gonna go for the upset bid because they want to see another number 1 fall, but it ain't gonna be Houston. It ain't gonna be Friday night. And I'm letting y'all know that right now. We're probably gonna see Alabama versus Houston. People don't realize that these two teams played, and it was pretty good. So I would love to see it talk to.
They were on a collision course. I believe that as well.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna be mad about that one when Miami wins.
Real talk. I'm about to slide somebody.
My pick here is Alabama, but I mean Houston, but I might just bet on Miami because I just like that. I like the numbers they're giving for that.
Don't be creeping behind the scenes.
Eventually, they're gonna come show it. They're gonna come.
Look, if I win, it won't be creeping because I'm gonna show y'all. But if I lose, I ain't gonna say nothing about that.
Don't be quiet. Third game Friday night, 9 p.m. TBS. Got number 6 Creighton versus number 15 Princeton.
This is I had Baylor in Arizona here, even though I did not believe in Arizona. This is gonna be easy. Look, Princeton is athletic, which you never put those two words in the same sentence ever. But shout out to the very distinguished young men and women who go to that school. But look, again, you can only put that slipper on so many times. I don't think they get another wear out of it. I think I gotta go with Creighton.
Oh man,
he's counting the money right now, huh?
He's spoiling the party. I'm having Carlton vibes right now. I think that man, this is crazy. Like you said, man, Creighton's been playing heavy ball. Somebody's got to fall. Have I had an upset on Friday? I don't think I have. I think I'm got the screaming here because I'm damn sure not picking Xavier. I'm letting y'all know that throwing out there right now. Not picking Xavier to win. Picking Texas. I'm going with the Carltons. I'm going with the Carltons over Creighton. Princeton gonna let me fly one more time.
PTP, prime time play, baby.
No, I'm telling y'all.
Diaper dandies.
Princeton's gonna ride one more time. They gonna ride on that boat one more time.
Yeah, Bobby got me dying. He said, "Man, get these games." He ain't never lied. It's crazy.
When LSU play? The girls still in it.
See, I tell you what he be doing every night. 2 is no F's given.
None. Shots fired. Mad sprays.
Last game for Sweet 16, 9:45 CBS. Number 2, Hook'em versus number 3, Xavier.
I hope they hook them. Field goal.
Hook 'em hard.
Touchdown.
Let's go.
I hope it's 10.5. I hope they beat them by 11. Hook them. Hook them. Xavier. No way, Jose. I'm not picking Xavier. F Xavier. Who cares about Xavier? The only person that I like from Xavier ever was Ryan Gomes. No, Ryan Gomes went to Providence.
Yeah, Providence. Yeah. Look, my Beantown brother said it right. I have nothing else to add to that. Hook 'em horns.
Nothing. We are going Texas. We are from Texas. This show, originally founded in Texas.
Yeah, full
we are
Texas
from
right
Texas this week. Ride to Texas. I like Texas. I like all the plays that they got. I like that Mizzou kid, man. That dude right there. I hope he sneaks into the draft, man. That man is a killer. Oh, F it, you got Xavier. Oh, yeah, you just gonna mess with me, huh, little dude? You gonna mess with me, huh? Yeah. Okay, we got that. Yeah, man, but that's how I'm feeling right now. Jake, I'm sorry. I wish you was here live so I could tell it to your face. My video call you and tell it to your face.
We'll find him, yeah. Maybe he'll sneak into the back room after this. I'm surprised.
Go ahead.
I'm surprised he didn't kick in the door waving the 4-4 once we all picked Texas.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's going to watch this later on tonight, and we're going to hear about it by 2 in the morning.
100%.
So I'm looking, man, I was just curious about who's ever come out of Xavier. I don't know too many of these cats.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, man, you know what, fellas? That was a damn good first segment tonight. Y'all rocked it out, man.
Hell yeah, man. The tournament, baby. You know what I'm saying? NCAA special
PGP.
tournament tonight, but we gonna show love, man, to the association as well. But college basketball is a great way to start it off, man. It's the most important time of the month in that regard, and we have to share our blessings with you guys. So, shout out to you guys for lovable comments and an interesting conversation.
Always fun.
Hope everybody get their money right. You know what I'm saying?
Bobby got Texas winning the whole thing, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh, really?
My man's really trying to get on Coach's good side.
Yeah, he is. And especially after Beard got canned, I thought it was over with.
Oh, yeah, the coach.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's a crazy situation. They're still up and down. When you have a coach like national champions, Kansas lost Bill Self, and they couldn't even get themselves together. You know?
Where did Beard end up going to anyway, real fast?
No, he's done. I think he's done.
No, he's at Chris Beard, right?
Yeah.
He's at Ole Miss.
Oh,
weird.
Because the charges got dropped.
Oh, okay. I kind of looked at that story. I thought it was recent.
Yeah, good for him.
Because I didn't even know that story until I watched one of the Big 12 games during the conference tournament, and was saying that. I was like, oh, I thought the coach recently just had got canned.
Yep.
Shaka was there, right? Before he went to Marquette.
Yep.
Yeah.
As Beard came from Texas Tech. But you know what? Let's go into this first commercial break. We be back in what they say about 15, 20. Appreciate y'all. Hold on to your butts.
Get it.
Hey guys, it's your girl Tamara Moore, former WNBA guard and current head coach at Masabi Range College. I want to give a big shout out to STWF Media, the big brand, for showing love and always being about those good sports. Make sure you guys show them love. You and your community can join them every week to talk about sports. Shouts out to them and make sure you check them out.
Yes, sir.
Little dude looks around. Xavier winning it all.
Yeah. You go look at Jake and tell him that. He only gonna listen to me and happy with that comment, man. Dang. Yeah, man.
Well, it's time to take a look at some news and updates from the association.
Yes.
So right off the bat, man, you got has anybody ever seen, I think it was on Netflix when they're talking about the ref that took the pay? Was it
Tim Donahue.
Tim Donahue? Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So, you know, he kind of shows some stuff, reveals some things, can always make you look at stuff sideways. But NBA official Ben Taylor has been demoted after Fred VanVleet went on a rant about how he was affecting the game.
Yeah, Fred went full Karen and got the job done.
So do you think that's a trend that may happen? Or first of all, do you think it was warranted?
Yeah, I've seen a reel. I couldn't find it, but a reel of some pretty bad calls. I think it's dangerous though from the NBA's perspective.
Right. Go ahead.
You open yourself to the can of worms of, are we doing the Tim Donahue thing again? Is that why we're here? But apparently he's still reffing. He just was a chief of the staffs,
right?
And now he won't be. Now he's just a ref again. I don't know what that means in terms of levels to it, but yeah, interesting. I can't entertain. I always tell people this. Me personally, I can't entertain that it's fixed because once I get to that place, I'm done watching. So, and I tell people who complain about it being fixed, well, then stop watching. So
That's
I can't.
Pretty simple.
I can't mentally get there because if I get there, I'm only gonna watch college basketball after that.
They must have did some heavy investigating. Like Will said, there was reels going around. Must have did some investigating on this guy, but it took Van Fleet to mention this about this guy. You know, yeah, like Will said, it's hot water. It's hot because you're doing this to a referee in this world. If he's doing something that's uncommon with the NBA law, then somebody else definitely knows about it or is doing it too. And then you gotta go snoop and snap, and now it's playoff time, and playoffs is coming around. So like we'll also tag that as well. You know, you're not gonna watch it if you feel like it's fixed. But does this guy have a job in the playoffs?
Great question.
You know,
Great question.
Who else is gonna complain about it? And this guy's gonna be mentioned again, and other guys gonna be mentioned again. Is this refereeing gonna start a wave, a trend where you see referees being demoted? You know, there's a world of referees, but you want the best referees at the best times, your best games. So are you really getting them? I'm a low key defend the referee a little bit. You know, referee's job's hard.
Tough.
All the situations, tough. It's tough. Every job in professional world is tough. There's crazy stuff that happen that you don't expect to happen. You know, go through protocols and things like that. You know, people call the game differently. You got 3 refs, they all call the game differently.
Yeah.
You know, at times it does hurt the game.
It's the human factor. They're not computers.
But my thing is, what else do they have of him doing it? Because it seems like they have a lot for him to be demoted from a chief of staff. Like chief of staff and then being just like it's different things.
You didn't just demote you devoted one of your chiefs of staff. Like you had to see some legitimate evidence where you didn't like what you were seeing. Now, with that being said, you didn't see enough to fire him. So maybe we need to not look too deep into this. Maybe it just is what it is. Some bad calls were made.
It's the way the NBA is going too.
Yeah.
We're about to talk about another story later that kind of it doesn't relate, but in course of what's going on in the conclusion, it kind of is the same. Where the NBA is just trying to rug shit. And Adam Silver's done an awesome job of trying to rug shit. And there's a lot of people that are trying
That's
to.
a new quote.
I'm gonna tell him. If I tell him to his face, you need to start rugging shit, or you need to lose your job.
Yeah, Adam Silver's spineless.
Down place with the shit that you're doing.
Yeah, Adam Sandler's spineless alien dude. Like he looked like the alien from.
He's no David Stern.
Nah, David Stern. Well, to be fair, David Stern will sweep things under the rug, but he'll make you pay for it too.
Yep.
David Stern.
Shout out to Mark Cuban.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just think it's too much. You just throwing stuff under the rug and then you pick your rug up and it's dirty as hell. You want to spend time cleaning that dusty shit? Like, come on, man.
Two coming in here with that hot fire.
Write that down. Go rug shit. That's another shirt.
You hold on.
Rug shit.
You cannot go in the water and not get wet. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way. Make it make sense.
Oh, you can't Mac ticket? I mean, Mac tenant.
But to the player's defense is okay. Something happened. Something changed. You know, but no disrespect. Will knows my love and hate relationship with Van Fleet, and I love Van Fleet now.
Yeah.
But Van Fleet is the person that started all this. We have a million NBA players, and this guy winning this guy. It wasn't the referee talking about the player. It was the player talking about the referee. And a certain referee. Him in certainty. Like,
it's a good question, Marie. We do wonder about that. The other thing about Van Vliet is he's a spoken leader at times, but he doesn't usually do stuff like this. It's not his MO to come out and complain that wild and that openly about a ref. Like he was profane. He was
adamant.
Yeah,
he didn't give a damn pretty much.
Nah, it was. He had no
F's. $30,000, but hey, he felt like it was worth it.
Yeah, he had no F's left to give when he started going. So, with that being said, you got there's some validity to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Next up, this one I kind of hate to see it, but I'm not too surprised. What would the effect of Paul George suffering an injury have on the remainder of the season? I think he's been diagnosed to be out 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, people keep seeing that, and they're not realizing with the type of injury, he's going to be reevaluated in 2 to 3 weeks. He's looking at 4 to 6, in my opinion, which I'm not a doctor, but I do study muscles and ligaments and stuff like that. So it's not gonna look good for him, especially when he's had knee issues in the past. Well,
Yep, that part.
yeah, that part. And also, do you rush him back when your team probably? I guess they're contenders, but they're not favorites.
Well, I'll tell you right now, that Paul George injury kind of like shakes the Clippers up, and it does shake them up because without Paul George, your season may be over. Now, you hear Kawhi Leonard say next man up, and that's a good mentality to have. You're going to have to be the next man up, the only man up. You can't take no load management time off no more, Kawhi. We're going to have to see the real Kawhi, the Kawhi that we've been waiting for. And now you've been doing your thing, man. You got to stay on the court now. One thing about the Clippers is in this playoff race in the West, the separation between 5th and 11th is a clip of 3 games. So you're looking at the Clippers in 5th, Warriors in 6th, Thunder in 7th. Thunder in 7th. Thunder might overjump a couple of these teams. So now you're hitting that play-in category, and you got teams like the Jazz and the Lakers still trying to hoop up in the Pelicans, and you know what I'm saying? And yeah, if you lose, if Russ goes out there and plays Russ basketball, turn the ball over and do all that stuff, he's going to be the second guy up now. Clippers may be in some trouble. They may be deep in water in the play-in, potentially with 9, 10, 11 games remaining. Looking out.
I'm gonna have to push back on my brother Nate here. Look, I'm gonna leave that right quick. If you want to say he's not clutch, that he's not built for the playoffs, I'll give you that. But I ain't gonna go mentally fragile. This dude's leg snapped like a twig, and he still came back out there and had his best season ever after that, trying to dunk on dudes, all type of stuff. The man's not mentally fragile. He's just not good in the playoffs.
Right, and some
is not playoff pick.
Some players just don't have that. Some players just don't have that juice. That's why you got Westbrook. No, you got Westbrook to kind of keep your team. And you need a guard. No bullshit. You need a guard. So you got Russ. You know what I'm saying?
They're not scoring with the second unit.
Yeah, you're expecting Russ. You don't want a lot of teams no more. Don't want Russ to be how Russ was his first decade. It's some change in the league. They don't want him to be that.
The problem is Russ in his mind, and I don't blame him because of how he plays and how aggressive he is. Russ thinks nothing has changed. That's where he's wrong, but he can still do a bunch of things great. He still does a bunch of things great. It's just, he's a lot of Cam Newton in that man. What I will say though is, we need some more out of Russ, some more efficient scoring out of Russ. And Bones Highland, they went out and got him.
They got to go use him.
Time to set up. Time to step up.
Time to step up.
Yeah. I'm with. Yeah, he's just not built for the playoffs.
Now, mentally fragile. It's like it just comes to a point where some guys just can't get it done.
Yeah, they're just not clutch players.
A lot of the guys that can't get it done. And so a lot of guys, you can look through the list. A lot of guys can't get it done.
My man was in an MVP season, and then the playoffs came, and he was hitting the side of the backboard with threes. It was wild. Like, I've never seen anything like it.
See.
So I think that's gonna affect them, but I guess for me it's a non-story because I didn't expect a lot out of them. Like they can't get their 2 stars to ever play together.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
All this money spent, dog.
I cannot. We still ain't won nothing yet, but we make some runs.
Absolutely.
What we got next?
Next up,
according to Stat Moose,
they
played a total of 118 games with each other.
Out of like 400.
I'm about to find out that stat. I want to find out that stat.
Like potential games has been ridiculous.
So I don't know if y'all had a chance to. Well, first off, I'm gonna give him his props right off the top.
Do it.
My favorite NBA player, but he also is a knucklehead.
Yeah, fool. Absolute fool.
My man, Ja.
Yep.
He's back on the court tonight.
We're missing it right now.
Yeah, he already acting a fool. He already out there yamming on folks.
Already. Yeah, that's what he does.
Over there.
He does all the dunks you want to see in slam ball, except he's on the court. That dude got trampoline under his feet, man. It's crazy. I cringe every time he jumps.
Yeah.
Because I was a Rose fan, so I'm terrified.
Yeah. And I like that. It was a meme somebody had posted last week.
Do we question the training staff?
Rose needs. Say again.
Absolutely. Anthony asked, "Do we question the Clippers training staff?" Yeah, you absolutely question them. If Kawhi was questioning San Antonio staff, yeah, you question them. But maybe not because of the injuries they already had before they got here.
Two players they're damaged goods always.
They're damaged goods always. So you can blame them a little bit, but you really can't blame them because these guys already had prior injuries. You know, the Clippers are what we could blame the Clippers of is paying these guys all this money, knowing the circumstances. But they want to chase a title. They want to not even chase a title. They want to chase to be the best team in LA so bad that even in their good betting years, they still can't be the best team in LA. Yeah, he posterized Kenny Martin Jr. Damn, man. Don't let his daddy hear that. You know, Kenny come out there and knock T out. It's T's fault.
Y'all ever seen that interview with Kenny Martin? Kenny Martin got a tick. He'd be like,
nah, but real talk, man. Give me,
I ain't making fun of him.
Ask you guys a question.
Ask you guys a question. One day.
We'll talk about this Ja Morant situation. One, this job, the suspension from 8 games and 6 was already paid for, basically on some jail time. So you got 2. Do you think that he should still be suspended, or you think he should be back on the court?
Oh, he should have did 50 games. He's my favorite player. He's my favorite player in the league. That man should still be home. He should have been home for 50 games. This is Adam Silver's best, by far, so far, his best attempt to pull a David Stern. And just
it epically failed.
It didn't go well. No. I don't know if it failed though. You want to know why? Because they got to turn it into. You see the sweaters all the Morants wore today? Redemption. They all wore redemption sweaters.
Okay.
That's America's favorite thing.
Redemption from what?
Exactly. But
all that shit was self-inflicted.
Self-inflicted, except they got your whole mind messed up now. They're trying to control the narrative. The truth is, he did it to himself. But he gonna play the mental health card, and he gonna say redemption.
Well, I don't know, cause Jax came out and said that he shouldn't have went to talk to a shrink. He shouldn't have went. Yeah.
Well, we can't. This is why
he shouldn't have went to therapy.
He said he shouldn't have. But shout out to Jesse Holly, his Cowboy receiver. He said pretty much this is why we shouldn't be taking advice from this guy.
I was getting ready to say that's why you don't take advice from friends like that. Like you just
right. Right. Exactly.
Or people who don't know what they talk about.
Listen to John. He's in this situation in the first place because there was a lack of accountability. No one in his camp was like, "Hey, man, you need to slow down." He got to this point because he kept pushing till he forced the hand of the NBA to have to do something.
Hold on, and even with the situation that was happening within what was going on, he was tweeting subliminal stuff. You're doing this, you're doing that, and then you go flip the pistol late night when you know the whole world's up on the weekend. Man, boy,
it's Kanye's playbook. It's Kanye's playbook. He got to stop reading that.
He had to get his ass. He too grown to probably get his ass whooped, but at that point, T-shirt that you grab the belt and spanked his ass. You know what I'm saying?
It's the Kanye
playbook between him and
Kanye
though.
Nope. I'm just saying. Of course, there's levels to it, but it's the Kanye playbook. You put a bunch of people around you that don't say no. I mean, you start to extend to a level that is so high that you can't be told anything by anybody, and then you start doing dumb shit. It's the Kanye playbook. You got to put the book down. Like, stop.
But no. In the midst of Kanye being that, there's gonna be some stuff that come out that's crazy. The difference between Kanye and Jar is they hide a lot of the shit. They trying to hide a lot of the shit that Kanye is speaking on. With Jar, this is all out in the open, and he's wrong with all facts.
It's not a perfect analogy. It's just a playbook. That's all. It's just a playbook with the plays that he shouldn't be reading.
You audible into Kanye a little bit with a sporting job. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you go and call the victim card, and man, I don't think he should be back on the court, honestly.
No, he needed more than that. But
we try to give people 30 days of rehab and all this stuff, man. But Jaw gets 4. Jaw gets 2.5 days. 2.5 days. Y'all think 2.5 days is fair enough? Okay.
He basically went to he did the Aaron Rodgers darkness for 3 days and then came back.
At least Aaron Rodgers went for 4. At least he went for 4.
We'll see though. We'll see. To be fair to our guy, to be fair to my guy, let's hope whether we think it was enough or not, let's hope it is enough.
I hope so too. Because I'm pulling for you, man.
Right.
You're my favorite player right now.
And
he's out there balling.
And beyond me even liking him, I just want the fella to I want him to be all right. Like,
yeah.
If it is mental health, then get that worked on. But you have too much to lose to what are you doing? We don't want to see that. We don't want to see that.
Happy to be in this presence of someone rich and famous. Absolutely. You're not telling him about the persecution of his actions. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you, Lil Duke.
I agree with this too.
If they can't tell you the truth, they're not for you.
Right.
Because I come on, I've had the opportunity, like double-digit people that I went to college with that ended up being rich and famous.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I always noticed when people were around them, they told them the truth. They didn't have yes men around them.
Right.
Because those are the people that broke bread with you, people that came up through the ranks with you, and they're going to be truthful to you. If you surround yourself with people who just going to praise everything you do, not hold you accountable, that's a recipe for disaster.
We don't need yes men.
No, you don't.
We need perspective.
Valid point, Anthony. I can tell you the truth, but if you don't listen, I try. Yeah, it's on. Right. At the end of the day, it's on whoever the individual is.
Agreed.
I agree with that. Can't lead them. You can lead them to the water, man.
Can't make them drink. Can't make them drink.
And I agree with you, Bobby. Everyone should go to counseling therapy at some point in their life for once a week for at least 3 months. Absolutely.
Yeah. This planet in life is too goddamn crazy to not.
Got to talk to somebody. Somebody that's not going to be judgmental.
Yeah.
Right. Somebody. That's the thing. Somebody is not going to be judgmental.
Yeah.
Somebody.
That's a whole nother show, man.
That's a whole nother show to go on, man. No,
we might have to do that show.
And especially in certain communities.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got to do research and do all that stuff, man. I feel for this type of ordeal, when you do, need help too. So you need time to do that. It's just not go see a therapist because you have those. You have to somewhat have to connect on both sides. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to take the help, but at the same time,
it works.
Because we all great people here, but ain't none of us doctors. So go find you one.
Nope. I'm not a doctor.
Mental health is big.
Right.
It's like my man Will said, it's a crazy world out there, man.
It's real wild.
Ashley, I might be more concerned about you if you don't go to counseling. Like, you part of the catalyst.
At least, yeah. Like you one of the ones starting all the shit
up. Good luck to you, Ja, man. We pulling for you.
Absolutely.
All right, Ja. We pulling for you and all, Ja, because the NBA, for its stars, you're one of the upcoming ones.
Yeah.
And
potential face of the league.
And
yes.
And you have what it takes to put people's eyes on the TVs every night. And with your athletic ability, and you're smarter than that, bro. You proved to us that you're smarter than that. And that, you can overcome this. Anybody can overcome this. And I heard a couple things this week, like, basketball players get called to a different level, this and that. No. The reality is they're human beings like everybody else. They shouldn't get a pat in the ass, which John's getting right now, for what he did. He's getting a pat in the ass for what he did. If it was one of us right here on the screen,
out of there.
You tell us. So
under the jail.
It's reverse. It's reverse, and it's sad. And I mean, everybody's equal in this world. Everybody's same. The difference is probably your bank account. But at the same time, I hate when professionals say that. We don't live the world they live. They don't live the world we live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, it's like, okay, that's why I'm not going to mention your life and what you do. I'm just going to take it from the perspective of the middle ground. Like, everybody should be treated that way, but you're athletes. So you guys kind of get a flick depending on the situation and depending on who you are. And Ja is a megastar, so you should stay on that rope so you don't have to become like a Steven Jackson or Matt Barnes, people of that nature that they dealing with the rich reality, but they have to deal with the middle reality, and they still in the hood mentality. So they have to deal with the hood reality too, since they want to be in that situation. Ja, you don't want that. That's what I'm
saying. Hey, don't be Sean Kemp, man. Don't be 50 years old doing drive-bys.
Willie McGinnis, so we're in the club.
Next up, we got the MVP ladder.
I'm gonna add some juice to this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that Cap?
No, that is facts.
That's Cap.
We're gonna look at the top 5.
Yeah.
First of all, we're just gonna go through 6 through 10, but we're gonna take an in-depth look at the top 5. 6 through 10.
You don't want to do 30? You don't want to do 30?
No, I don't want to do 30. No 30 for 300.
5 each.
Devin Booker at 10, James Harden at 9, SGA at 8, Julius Randle at 7, and Sabonis at 6.
Sabonis is unbelievable this year.
Number 5, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he should be here.
Ooh, look at that.
I think he should be down in the 6 through 10 range.
This is purely numbers, I think.
We got the Don Luka coming in. He was number 5 last week. He's averaging 33 a game, 8 rebounds, 8 assists.
Like with those numbers, it's like you have to be top 5, even if you could have no wins. With those numbers, it's like you got to be in there.
All right, the win shares and everything else pulls them to that. I agree with you, Coach. I think that, the way the last couple of weeks has gone for him and everybody else on this list trending up, I feel like he should be probably like 6-7 range. But you know how the drill goes. If the guy's averaging what Will said, what he's doing, 33, 8, basically 9 and 8. Yeah, he's gonna stay float around that way. But injuries have thrown him from winning this award this year. He won't win it. And
the only person I'd have above him from the bottom 5 is Sabonis. I think he should be ahead of everybody else, though.
I'm gonna be real. I would say
Shai. Yeah, I won't argue with Shai, but
I'll have Shai in front of all these guys. Shai should be number 5. Be real with you.
Yikes.
Shai should be number. I'm be real. Shai should be number 5. He should.
He can't be ahead of Sabonis, in my opinion, just because Sabonis is literally the catalyst to them being.
No, he's the cat. No, he's
one of the greatest offenses ever, though.
Engine move, but the main cause to the key is De'Aaron Fox.
Look, I want to say that's true, but the truth is he has more assists than him. He is running that offense.
No. That's why you throw some bonus in. But I feel like somebody said it earlier with the mentality, the fragile mentality, Fox is going to start to take that role. Because I feel like in games, Sabonis is going to hit that point where the mentality becomes different. He's a good player, but I feel like De'Aaron, a lot of these games are going to be interesting. De'Aaron's going to be in that spotlight. Because the team's going to be now, and they're going to be playing guards, and he's going to have to come up more than Sabonis.
Yeah, so De'Aaron's leading the league in clutch points, but Sabonis is one of only 2 players ever to have this many assists out of the powerful or big position. And the other 2 players are Wilt Chamberlain and Joker. The only other players to do what he's doing.
Pretty good company.
Yeah, that's some good company to be in.
Yeah, definitely, man. But I'm gonna be real, man. You've been seeing a lot.
It's close.
You've seen a lot of games off Remy home. You know what I'm saying? In the last month and a half, 2 months. But not Sabonis. Shout out to him, man. He deserves everything he's getting right now. But I just think Gilgeous-Alexander, man, and he's got the Thunder climbing up. Man, listen. Listen.
I think the Kings are still on pace to be the greatest offense scoring wise ever in the league. So, yeah, they're both crazy. They're both crazy right now. They're both going crazy right now. You're right. So,
coming in at number 4, your guy, Jason Tatum. Last week, number 4 as well.
Get him off this list. Get him out of here.
30, 9, and 4. I was called 39 and 5. Or season numbers. You don't want him? You don't want him in the top 5?
Nah, get him out top 5.
Okay. Why is that?
Put Shai and Sabonis up there.
Okay.
That's how we're gonna do it.
We keep it real around here, Mike.
Yeah. That's fully decked out in Celtics gear. Green lights behind me. Get him off the top 5. Yeah, we've tailed off. I think we're like 5 and not including last night, but we were like 5 and 5 in the last 10 going into that game. And a lot of that surrounds him not being that guy. during that stretch. And then you hear that. Now, I'm not saying this is his fault because he's blaming it on the people there. But then you hear rumblings about Jaylen Brown not being so happy here. Not necessarily not happy, but he didn't give us the Kyrie.
The warm fuzzies.
He didn't give us the Kyrie. I'll stay if you'll have me. He didn't even do that. He just like now, if he makes an All NBA team this year. Quick side note: if Jaylen makes an All NBA team, he's set to make $290 million. So we're gonna see just how much the fans bother him if he makes this All NBA team, because he's gonna sign for that bag. That's for sure. But that being said, yeah, like Tatum, man, if this is your team, and yeah, here's another thing about Jaylen that I'll say too, even though he's not the topic of conversation right now, he's the whipping boy, to use the term if you ever read that book. He's taking all the punishment for when JT doesn't do well. It's like how Kyrie was when he played with Braun, why he wanted to get out of there.
Yeah,
because when you win, when you kill, and you're part of the reason they win, it's all Tatum.
Yeah,
but when they lose, it's all Brown. He's probably tired of that, and I don't blame him. And Tatum's not helping him because he's not playing up to the level that he should be playing, or the level he was playing at early in the season. I'm done with my
international reigns supreme. This is why Jason Tatum is not the top 20 on the list. I mean, all the other things you can include as well, but the international is reigning supreme in the NBA. That's all I got to say on that. Jason, it's good to be in the conversation. Shout out to you, bro. You have progressed every year in your career, but hopefully in the playoffs, you show people why they picked you on the list of one of the top players in the league. And I hope to and wish the best for you. But MVP, man, it's about over for him too. Man. No,
shout out to you, Chris, man. Appreciate you jumping on and hanging out with us today. Much love.
He said it for us to hug. We ain't arguing, man. This is sports talk.
Nah, this is look. If you think that,
friends.
if you think that was arguing between me and Took, then you gonna have to tune in to some future or past shows. Like that was nothing.
That's very mild mannered.
we could do that over breakfast. That was that was nothing.
Number 3. He was last week's number 3 as well, averaging 31, 12, and let's call it 6. Giannis.
Yeah, man.
The Greek Freak.
Greek Freak brought on a 10, man. He's really been on a 10. If it wasn't for the few games that he had missed out on, possibly could be number 1. But
riddle me. How is he not number 1?
Huh? How is he not number 1? I feel like the two people. I'm gonna be real. The two people ahead of him, availability, and it sucks. One of the guys, you're like availability.
That's why I looked at the sideways.
No. But right now, availability this season, not overall career. I knew he was gonna bug. I know I was gonna shock y'all a bit with that. But this year, we can't say that Joel Embiid is not available right now. Right now in the regular season, he's been available throughout the season. He's been putting up, producing. You're not getting the load management crap with him. You used to get that in prior years. He's actually going up there and playing as if he's like, I have to play these games for me to get something, to get love, to get an MVP vote or 2 or 3 or 4. So, in all, Giannis, that stretch where he missed some games, and that stretch where the Bucks went, it kind of got him there, but he comes back and still gives you 25 plus, 10 plus, and 10 plus. So you never can not have him on the list. He's going to always be there.
Yeah. So here's my thing. I think they both missed some games this year. Maybe Giannis has missed more. I think Embiid's playing with another candidate right now. And Giannis is not.
No, he is playing with another candidate. But what I'm in here is he's really like this is my Harden and his mate. Harden, went through his string of games. They just been playing good together. They're just connected. So in this situation, they're always gonna pick the big man. They're always gonna pick the big man over the guard. Kobe, Shaq. We know Kobe was building the blocks, but Shaq was just the big force in there that can, make everything better.
Here's my other problem. I just think this is makeup. I think Embiid should have got it last year.
Mm-hmm. He should have.
I think he should have got it last year, and now
we'll get it this year.
I think you will. So here's where I make it spicy for y'all. Here's why I add the sauce. This all turned around
after Kendrick Perkins is
after Kendrick Perkins. Do you think this is a cover-up? Do you think this is a race thing? Do you think that's why this is happening? Do you think race is playing a role?
This is gonna be something that's sparked into that when the MVP votes come out and Embiid does win the MVP. If anybody besides Jokic wins the MVP, if Giannis wins it, okay, cool. They're not gonna. If Embiid wins it, though Embiid's in the international trade with them, they're gonna consider it a racial thing.
Man, I don't know about
it. I wanted to hear what Coach had to say about it. I want to see. Let me know.
Me, I didn't think he was gonna win it anyway. Talking about Joker.
Really? Why?
Because
numbers is crazy.
Got voter fatigue. Yeah, but they got voter.
I would agree with voter fatigue.
Because I'm like 3 years in a row, like, yeah, let's do something different.
Yeah.
I think Embiid helps make that decision easier because he's performing and it seemed like something clicked on him. He's not the same guy like he was when he was younger. When he seemed like he really didn't take stuff serious. It seemed like he was out there balling, but he wasn't the leader that he's portraying himself to be right now.
No, he seems mad after every play. Like whether it goes
on or not. He's playing like a traditional big man.
Yeah. What do I do to give respect? I gotta play. Hold on. First off, I gotta play a great percentage of all my games. That's what he's doing this season. He's trying to prove himself to the doubters, and I understand that.
Then you got the rumors of Harden talking about he may go back to Houston. So that's probably fueling him to an extent as well. Like
pretty much like I'm like, why?
Plus, man.
No. This is the second time we've done this, Coach. I know why he wants to go to Houston.
Right.
Why would Houston want him, especially for that price tag?
Gotcha. Only thing I don't like about Embiid possibly winning it, only one thing. He's saving Doc Rivers' job.
I know, right? I guess having that as your coach is worth winning the award alone.
Nope. I don't even think that.
Really?
I think Embiid's just stepping up his resume so he can get the fuck out of there. Because Doc Rivers gonna get the fuck out of there. I honestly don't think that Embiid will not end his career as a Sixer. He's gonna go somewhere a long way to go to a team to compete for a championship. I can see him going out to Miami. I can see him go to a team that needs a guy like that.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna go get him. I don't think it's time to
Embiid for Bam.
Ooh, that's I like that. I like
him and Jimmy got along evidently.
Yeah, him and Jimmy love each other.
Yeah.
Pat Riley. Pat Riley
think Jimmy liked him
one more. Pat gonna try to squeeze in one more. He went to sleep during the trade deadline.
I heard about this. They said they tried to get a hold of him.
Hold on.
He didn't answer the phone.
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. Pat old as hell. He played for who? Ruff?
Yeah.
At Kentucky. Back when school was still segregated. He old as hell.
How am I actually Ashley Banks? I don't know if I understood that.
Will Smith, Ashley Banks.
Oh, you got me.
Over here. Joel will be my MVP pick. Joel should get MVP this year. Absolutely, Chris. Yeah. Man, I think so. We discussed 3, 2, and 1 all in one motion, man. So,
yes, we did.
We did because we didn't like that.
Pretty much in freestyle, man. I'm sorry.
Not my first day.
I did that, guys. I feel like when you get to the 3, it's kind of like number 1.
The rest is obvious, yeah.
Yeah. 4 or 5 don't matter. Sorry, Jason. Sorry, Luca.
Plus, I teed you up with the juicy part too. So
yeah, you did.
It's all gravy.
Definitely.
Well, yeah. We got a last break, man. Y'all ready for that?
Yes, sir.
Nah, I ain't ready.
We ain't going nowhere. We gonna stay here through the break.
I watched the show last year. I watched the show from a year ago, exactly last year, and you asked me if I wanted to take a break, and I'm like, nah, not really.
Trouble.
Classic hits, man.
Classic hits, man. So yeah, man, I'm about to post that show tonight if I could, man.
That's gonna be funny. Well, we'll be back by 15-20. Next up, we got NBA Power Rankings. Hold on to your butts.
Top 5, baby.
What's up, world? Kyrie Robinson, man. New Orleans Saints veteran. Hey, man, make sure you guys go check out my guy, man, STWF, the media, man. Check them guys out. Y'all want to get sports talk, sports talks with players, with fans, anything like that, man, go check them guys out, man. That's the place to be if you want to talk sports. Who That Nation?
Yes, sir. Will, you awake?
Yeah, I'm here.
And that's the wax version of Will sitting up there.
Very
Oh,
still.
man. So, got our last part as we teased it before our last break. Take a look at the NBA power rankings, top 10.
Are you going to do 10 tonight? All right, cool. Do 10.
Let's do 10. Only because we're getting pretty close to nut cutting time.
Right. No, I had that.
Because I'm looking right now at these goddamn Mavs, man. Oh, okay. I take it back. They just tied this bitch up.
Shading his own team while they balling.
Man, they were just down like 113 to 105. Now it's 115, 115.
You never out of it with Luka.
And they had a Shaq in the Fool moment tonight.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, it's a little embarrassing. We ain't gonna talk about that though.
See what happened was.
So coming in at number 10 with a record of 38 and 35. We talked about them a little bit. They were number 12 previously, but they may be going back down.
Yeah, they gotta.
LA Clippers, especially with Paul George's health in question.
Yeah, it's not looking good for them. Unless, like we talked about earlier, unless Russie steps up and
You gonna have a flashback?
yeah, he gonna have to bring it
I think
back.
I said the Clippers earlier may probably go into that playing game type thing. But I'm a Russ guy, so I'm gonna say this right now. And I'm a Lakers fan, and this is probably the only positive thing I'm gonna say around Clippers land ever in my life. I hope Russ does in this time, you know what I'm saying, give the fans a little bit to be excited for. Right. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. Clippers number 10. They'll slide down. This playoff pitch is getting very, 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 very serious right now. So let's see if they can hold on this week.
Yeah, they gonna slide about it. There. This team is done.
He lost to the Thunder last night too, after that injury happened.
Okay, fair enough.
Plus the Warriors eventually. I'm sorry. I know the Warriors are 11, but they have to start winning some kind of road game, right?
Tonight.
Disney on the road too.
Tonight, they have to win tonight. The Warriors have to start winning tonight. Their road that they are 7 and I believe 29 on the road.
It's horrendous. It's like 21%, something like that.
You're gonna have to win road games to become champion again. So when are they gonna start turning like you said? Will they have to stop at some point? And it's scary to say that. It's scary to say that because at the end of the day, they go to state. You gotta also, that at least.
Wiggins still out. I thought he was injured, but I heard it was just personal. Like,
no, we're hearing that his girlfriend, his man's had sex with his girlfriend, and his kids might not be his. We're hearing all types of stuff right now. I don't know what's true, what's not true. You know, we'll find out. Hopefully,
that is wild.
Yeah, we heard.
So this whole span he's been out because of that.
No, that's what the rumor is. I don't think that's. I don't know if that's. I'm here today. His girlfriend actually, the girl that is in question actually came out and said that the reports are false, and they're false from true.
He need to tighten up, bro. He need to tighten up like that. Keep that. That's outside, man. Get on the court.
Yeah.
My man Darren told me that the type of mental Wiggins has, you might never see Wiggins back in the league.
Really? I mean, that's not a crazy talk, like crazy statement.
Man. We always have basketball time, you know, couple days a week, couple minutes.
Right. Yeah, that's not a crazy statement. I'll tell you right now, that's not a crazy statement.
All right, coming in at number 9 with a record of 42 and 31. Previously number 9, the New York Knickerbockers. R.I.P. to Willis Reed.
R.I.P. man. Rest in peace to the late great Willis Reed, man. Always think about that NBA final game, man, against the Lakers. Shout out to the Knicks though, man. They've been doing their thing. They're not doing their thing tonight against the Miami Heat. But in all, there's a lot of great progress to be taken from this season. But it's crazy because this last season they were season before that they was starting to get stuff rocking. For the Knicks, this needs to be to just keep it on a consistent shit, I feel. And it's good that they're in the race, you know what I'm saying, potentially trying to get a home game in the playoffs, but they have to stay this course. What can they do next season, off season, to either improve or, you know, the team or add players? that's going to be a thing to see. That's going to be an interesting thing to see if they don't fall back next year. You
Do
don't
they
want
keep Barrett.
Who?
Barrett.
No,
That's the thing.
I think they shouldn't, but they already passed up on multiple great players to keep
What's
him. So
his
now
value?
they have to.
What's his value? And his value of God, what's it?
His value would have been Spider. That's what they wanted.
That's what I'm saying. No. But I'm like they would have had Spider and still some picks. But what I'm saying is, what's his true value? Like him, if you wanted this trade, if you want to put him he has to be in a package. He's not a guy that you can just trade up and up. Like, man, you have to. What's the true value on him? And you're getting guys like Brunson and Randall, which is true. You're never gonna find out his true value in New York, because then pitting pieces around him, not because he's the man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of difficult to see in that. But all for me and the Knicks, shout out to him, man. Just being in the rankings after disappointing last year. But everybody would hope that, the New York Knicks would just stay consistent.
I'm loving Julius Randle right now. Like his whole game and his whole approach to the game has been a joy to watch this season. This is the Julius Randle that we saw start to change, not last year, but the year before, like you said, too, when they were really starting to build this. They had a down year last year. I think they lacked a few things and some injuries got to them. I think what they did differently this year is Brunson has been a stabling force. Brunson has been a stable, a good stabling force for their offense, but also the next man up theory has been working with them. When they've been injured, the next guy has been up to ball and has been playing well. So with that said, I do like the Knicks, and I think this is good for them. I don't know that they're contenders in the East, but you never know. An injury here and there, maybe they could get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and then you never know what happens there. But I do like the Knicks team. If you're a Knicks fan and you've been suffering all these years, this is a team that you're enjoying watching, that you can be proud of when they go out there and ball.
Fair enough. Coming in at number 8, a record of 38-33.
Like
previously
color,
number 8. Huh?
No, Chris asked me a question. I like the color. I got all types of hats, man.
Coming from the West Side, the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, this ranking is just like by default because we know what we're waiting for. We was waiting for it for a while, and then a slip on the courts would kind of got this. So to me, Phoenix right now just has to get healthy and get into closer than number 8. Ranking is just them not being able to be the team that we thought they can be with the addition of KD. You know why? Because KD is not playing. So it's kind of hard to judge them right now, but Devin Booker is always going to be Devin Booker. May do anything. I think they are missing some pieces tonight, if I'm not mistaken, in the Lakers game tonight. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens in that concourse, man. Like I said, this Western Conference game real crazy.
Yeah, it's another one of those teams that are just like they're in a race to just hurry up and get to the playoffs. Like, just let's get there. Let's hurry up and get there. Let's hurry up and get KD back on the court. Let's hurry up and see if we can be what we made that big ass trade to be. I like what they could be. I don't really care for what they are at the moment.
Dum, dum, dum.
Pretty much.
Coming in at number 7 with a record of 44-27. Previously number 7, Memphis Grizzlies.
I'd like to make a note right quick on this team.
Yeah, what you got?
On top of talking about should Ja had been out, more than missing the games and more than the money would have affected him, what would have, and maybe this is why it is enough, his team played fine without him.
They did it this year and last year.
Yeah. And normally I hate when that point is made because I'm always like, well, who's the backup? And they have one of the best backups in the league. But still, what did they win? 6 out of 7 games?
They won 6-3 in the 9 games missed by Ja. Like you said, Travis Jones, 16.3 points a game and 8.2 assists, shooting 50 from the floor, 40 from 3, man. So he's definitely been pitting on. My thing is like when you got a person like he knows his role. And shout out to him. And a lot of guys in that position balling right now, your star players out, wouldn't know their role. He knows his role. Ultimately for the Grizzlies is, 1, you still got to avoid the injury bug.
Yep.
Steven Adams out again. You know, 2, you have to take this for a bit. It can come back. You got to take this kind of like thug lifestyle from all the players away from
All of them.
For a little bit.
Especially.
For a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You got Dylan Brooks that just got suspended for 1 game, you know, leads the league in technicals. It isn't too much activity going on. Everybody wants to be the same. That's not what a basketball team is, and that's not going to win you a championship. A basketball team is different individuals that come together as one to win a championship. You all 12 players can't be doing the same shit. Because I know if John's doing that shit, there's definitely players following him. Probably not Tyrese Jones though, because he's still on the court doing his thing. He ain't suspended. But no, they gotta cut the shenanigans. It's okay now. You're still in the playoff hunt. Stop with the shenanigans. Stop talking shit to the Warriors. The Warriors might not even be in the finals yet.
Right.
They want to be the bad boy Pistons so bad.
So bad.
It's crazy. Like, I don't understand. Just be who you are. Win some games.
This is one in the era where you can win like that. Ultimately, now the way you're acting, you can lose like that.
Yeah, you can get suspended for 50 games, or you should anyway.
Right, exactly. Right.
Also, the bad boy Pistons kept it on the court.
Be hell
the smoke was on the court. It wasn't.
It was. That's true.
Off the court.
No, what you talking about? The smoke was like on the court.
I'm saying bad boy Pistons. They fought people and they got it done on the court. Like
it wasn't
like,
off the field issues.
Yeah, it wasn't all. Yeah, not off the court. Was no gun toting, none of that. Who we got next?
Next up, we got coming in at number 6 with a record of 43-29. Also previously number 6. I think it's the trend for all that. So we got the Sacramento Kings.
First appearance is 2000.
Got more foreign shooters than the Sacramento Kings.
Shout out to the Kings, man. You know, they're gonna be in the playoffs. They're gonna be playoff.
Shout out to Vlade Divac.
I wonder how much they go for. Maybe we should go catch a Sacramento game. You don't know. But in all, you know, they've added a piece. It's a bonus. The match with De'Aaron Fox. They did good things throughout trading last year and free agency and grabbing draft picks with, you know, the whack stats that they've had in prior years. So it's good to see a team that's been this bad for that long with all the draft capital become good. It has to happen at some point to some team.
Right.
It's not happening with the Pistons, so it has to happen. It has to happen with the Kings. So shout out to the Kings and continue this go. Just live off this, man, and be able to grow. Kind of like the situation with the Knicks, where can we keep this consistent? I think the Kings can, because when you have a guard like that, and then the center in the NBA, 65% of the time, that's good glory. That's good. That's good blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like that can get you some things. That can get you semi-finals in the conference, potentially finals, depending on how you swirl. I'm not going to say the Kings will be in the West Coast Finals, but it can get you there. Shout out to them.
Shout out to the Kings and Patriots for completing one of the most equal trades the league has ever seen for both teams. It has worked out perfectly for both sides.
Yeah.
Sabonis is balling his ass off. Tyrese Halliburton is the face of that franchise over with the Pacers now as their point guard. Everything went as planned for both sides.
Win-win.
They always say the best type of deal is a deal where nobody wins. Well, now the best type of deal is a deal where both teams or both sides win, and it's gone perfectly. Mike Brown almost for sure has Coach of the Year in the bag. No one thought that they would be as good as they are. They are record-breaking offensively. They are close to record-breaking defensively in terms of how bad they are. But all they got to do is tighten up the ship even a little bit defensively. And this team is a dangerous team because they can score with anyone. And they have a point guard, a guard who is leading the league in clutch points. I love everything that the Kings are doing right now. I hope they can maintain it. I do not see them competing for a championship, but you mess around with New Orleans not being who we thought they were, Dallas not being healthy, Clippers not being healthy. You mess around, the Kings can end up in the Eastern Conference Finals, and I would not be surprised.
I can see that. Hot fire.
Yeah.
Coming in number 5,
Yes,
record of 46-28. Cleveland Cavaliers. I like that.
Cleveland, this is for you.
For a team that we were all going nuts about early on, rightfully so, they were balling, and then we kind of trailed off. They're kind of just coasting under the radar, doing their thing, being good. Since that peak where we all were with them, I've seen some things that I don't like. Now, despite that, they're still winning. But I've seen some things that long-term I don't like. And The truth is what was the number one thing we worried about when they got Mitchell? Can Mitchell and Garland play together? The answer is yes, they can play together. However, Garland's a lesser player for it. Despite him still being good and still playing well with Mitchell, he is not as good as he could be if he was dominating the rock. I think that's going to affect them long term. So I think this team's good. I think this team is going to, whoever they face in the playoffs, is going to give them probably 6-7 games, and then they're going to go fishing.
Picture this. Picture this right now. This is the way it's going, the way the Panthers is going. New York.
Oh, coach, that hurts.
This could potentially hold on. And I talk about the Knicks staying consistent.
He looks sad.
If the Knicks played the Cavs and the Knicks lost this series, this could mentally drown the Knicks because you know the Knicks situation with Donovan Mitchell. You know,
maybe
Donovan Mitchell. You know, the trade capacity was too much. The Knicks didn't go get Donovan Mitchell. So you go in the 7-game potential series against the Cleveland Cavaliers, who got Donovan Mitchell, and then you got Brunson. Oh yeah, Brunson got paid that money. But then at that point, Brunson gonna have to show his ass out, as well as Donovan's got to show his ass out. So I'll
say this: that if that happens, I think the Knicks team and players, they'll be fine. I think it definitely might get their GM fired though. I think that could definitely happen. But I think the Knicks will be fine because that's a Tibbs team. He builds them strong. They're mentally strong.
Oh, the Warriors just won a road game.
Yeah, that's why I was.
My condolences, coach. Yeah. Oh, man. Let it burn, man. I kind of knew when Kyrie wasn't playing that they wasn't going to win this game. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's not their fault, man. It is what it is, man. The Warriors had to go win. On ESPN, they had to win that game.
It was a must win for the Warriors. It was.
Hey, Jason Kidd gets some heat here, man. They be on his ass locally.
Yeah, do you like him? I got a lot of people.
He made some questionable decisions, man.
In this game or all year?
Huh?
In this game or all year?
All year. They've been on his ass probably since about November.
Jason has been that type of questionable.
He's not a good coach. He's not a good coach.
No. He's a great person. From what I hear, he's a great person in the locker room and all that.
Yeah.
But in terms of the coaching, I feel like players kind of deal with it because he's Jason Kidd. If this is anybody else, like you said, coach, you hear the shit all over ESPN and all over the world that this dude actually is not a good coach.
The part that I know it's a side note, but the part that I think I struggle with the most is obviously, like you said, he is Jason Kidd, but I think he suffers from that thing because he was so great himself that he expects people that play for him to be in that same IQ level as him.
Yeah, it's the whole problem.
The whole thing with the timeouts and stuff. He's like, I think it was Sunday's game, I think, where they asked him how come he didn't call timeout. He's like, I'm waiting for these guys to figure that out there. I'm like, you the damn coach, man. Call the fucking timeout.
You got
the one thing that I do like about tonight's game, even though we lost, man, I think we found us one in Jaden Hardy. He played 25 minutes tonight and scored 27 points, went 10 for 18.
Since the beginning, before the season started, I was talking about that kid.
You was.
I was on it. Trust me. Yeah.
I think between him and Green, we're going to be all right on the perimeter.
Yeah.
We have no
moral victory.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's moral victory. That's an attaboy.
Yeah. But yeah, now you're right. I think Green and Hardy is something to look forward to moving forward. You're still gonna need to put another guy there, and I think the sad part about how this team's going right now is I think the experiment with Kyrie isn't gonna pan. But like I said from the beginning, I always thought that was a cat move anyway. So
yeah. It works great. If not, we just free up money.
They got off from under a few of those contracts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. A couple of these guys this summer.
They should have moved Hardaway in that goddamn move.
And this summer, a big man. This team's not in the rankings at all, but I'm gonna mention his name. He's back from a 52-game absence tonight. He's gonna be putting on the exhibition probably for the rest of the NBA teams in the league, and that's Karl Anthony Towns.
Big cat back tonight. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Yes, and somebody in the league is probably going to be looking at him in the next few months.
That's a guy that would fit next to Luka. Well, I feel.
Yeah.
But again, you got to play more defense than what he's playing.
Right, definitely.
And
But
defense is okay, and that's what
I mean,
Achilles heel.
it's all Caddy, but you don't gotta worry about the boys be. I mean, nah, not really, because Cat sometimes be averaging. He'll get 10 rebounds and then the next night grab 3. So yeah, you're right, man.
If I'm the Mavericks, I try whatever I can to see if I can. Here's the perfect realistic situation for the Mavericks next year. I say this all the time. Maybe you sign Wood long term as a power forward, and then go get Brook Lopez, who can hit the 3, and he's defensive player of the year on the path to being right now.
Right.
I think that helps y'all if y'all do that. But I don't know if Brook will come. So, and he's aging.
Yeah,
What up?
because the Mavs got Coach cussing this when you know it hurts. Yeah, man.
No,
Yeah, whatever.
whatever team. We just completely abandoned whoever.
I know,
was
right?
other-
Coming in at number 4.
We didn't ban it. We just went to Cleveland into the Knicks, and then what I'm saying, the Mavs. They broke us up with a report that the Mavs lost tonight. So we just entering comments from our fellow group members here and supporters.
Absolutely.
Man. Number 4 though. Let's roll back in the list, man. Number four last week. Nothing's changed. But besides this person's MVP voting rank, Denver Nuggets, number 4 on the list tonight.
If Denver can figure out a way to at least even if they play some half-court defense,
a little bit, right?
Just a little bit, the path is going to go through there as far as getting to the finals. But the whole thing is they're so dependent on Jokic. They got depth, but I think they just need that one piece on the perimeter from a defensive standpoint.
I've been saying for years, man, Denver Nuggets have like so much value, but to flip it and to have somebody come here that it's like, yeah, this is a great addition for the team, and this team could soar now to win a championship is really difficult. So what they have, it still boggles people if people think this team really can get to the finals, But like people said, somebody said a couple weeks ago, like if you're jagging and nogging and putting MVPs under Jokic's belt, eventually he's gonna have to get to an NBA Finals.
Yeah,
and that doesn't matter what team he got here or not, he's gonna have to.
If they don't win it all this year, what would you think the market would be next season for a guy like Michael Porter Jr.?
It'd be it coming in and back from the injury. I think value would probably be a little higher than what it is right now.
Because he's been playing well.
Yeah.
But he's not the answer though.
Nah.
How about a Michael Porter Jr. RJ Barrett swap?
How about Michael Porter Jr. and a few picks to go get Jaylen Brown?
No.
He thought about that for a hot second.
Go with Jaylen Brown, man. But the Nuggets, man, they lacking. But like I said, they didn't move last week. So
to be fair, though, to what you were saying, Jaylen is the type of player they need. You're right, yeah.
Right. I would say that you can go pay a guy that's gonna, definitely. I just said Jaylen just because, man, you spoke on the contract situation. And I'm like, somebody's got to pay him that money.
Somebody.
Jokic is already, I believe, locked in. So yeah, I mean, if you want to get money 2 ways and you still have your decent team, go for it. Number 3.
I thought they should have made a push for Finney Smith. He's perfect for that team. They need defense on the wing.
Yep. That's who I thought of immediately.
Yeah.
That would have helped both sides out.
I can't believe you guys got rid of him, but you had to.
I mean, you didn't have to get rid of him. You guys just wanted
fair.
You just want to sell more tickets, coach.
That was a good edit.
Some people want to sell more tickets, man. We've seen teams do it plenty.
Yeah. He subscribed to the Jerry Jones book of owning.
I mean, they're in the same state, man.
Number 3, Boston Celtics, 50-23.
That's why I kept last conversation going. I didn't want to get to this.
Nah, we talked about the struggles earlier and all that. We know a lot of these teams right now
29.1%.
They're laxing. They're waiting for playoffs to come. And I mean, it could be a good thing to do that, and it could be a bad thing, But for a Celtics team that, start the season hot, then go on cold streak, then go hot again in cold streak, this is kind of what Boston does.
We play the competition constantly, and it's annoying. If you're good, the Magic have beat us 3 times this year.
The Magic.
The Magic about to go. I heard the Magic number 8 right now.
crazy.
The Magic number 8 right now in the Eastern Conference. You scared?
A little bit.
I think the Magic will beat the Celtics in a 7-game series if they did play.
Nah, they wouldn't. They wouldn't be able to do it. But it'd be probably like 6 games, which is annoying because it's the Magic.
They beat them up for 6 games though.
Yeah, that's the thing. They play physical. They play more physical than we do, which is pathetic. That's because our bigs are ancient and glass.
They just need they need Robert Williams, man. Robert Williams is the
but he can't stay healthy. I'm done with
he
this
can't stay healthy, man. But it just seems like at that point when he's like 50% is when like the worries don't really worry you because at the end of the day he can protect the paint, he can do all that extra stuff.
I said this early in the season. I'm like, no one wants to have this conversation, but tell me why Claxton isn't better than Robert Williams. And my Celtics fans jumped on my back and they don't want to hear it. But look, Robert Williams is probably the better overall player skill-wise, but Claxton is on the court.
Yes, Claxton's available. And what a skyrocket gift for Claxton.
I love what he's doing.
With those stars leaving, he's able to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They're basically the same player, honestly, but he's getting to flourish now and he's healthy. And he plays.
Availability is the best ability, man. That's what we say, man. The name of the game. Number 2, this team's been healthy right now. I mean, they started the season with some banging injuries, man, but they're keeping the course. And they're number 2. And they're number 2 in the East, I believe, as well. After Philadelphia 76ers, man, it ended Monday the 8-game winning streak, but they back to winning tonight. Joel Embiid and people's opinions have overjumped Jokic, you know, thanks to Kendrick Perkins. You know, he better buy Kendrick Perkins a car, man, if he wins. Harden's playing subpar basketball, though they under the radar him, man. It's kind of like they're trying to blackmail his stats, but James Harden is going to do what he does. And the rest of the Sixers team, never the problem during the regular season.
Maxey figuring it out.
Playoffs. Maxey's figuring it out. They're giving him the space line to figure it out. I like when they use him a lot, man. Use him a lot. Let Harden and Embiid get as much physical rest as they can because those guys are going to be the guys brawling out in the playoffs.
They were sitting there thinking that maybe he'd be better off the bench so he can run with the second unit and do his own thing. But as it turns out, he's actually better on the court playing with Harden. It's just tough because Harden has the ball all the time.
Right, definitely.
I'm familiar.
I feel like a team like Philly, like it's not San Antonio where you can have Ginobili come off the bench and you can go insert other people. No,
that's what they want to do with him, but it's hard because he does play better with Harden. So
you need him in the lineup. Philly do need him in the lineup. Definitely. Yeah. You don't want to have all that gas on Harden and Embiid at all.
Right.
They also got 2 nice backup, Moulton and I always forget one name per show. Sorry for the dead air. Yeah, Moulton and a guy who plays a lot, Shake Milton. That's what they're so similar. Like Moulton and Milton.
And then they pick up the guy from Then they pick up dude from
the Grizzlies.
The Hornets. Did they pick up from the Hornets? Washington.
Oh yeah, from
what's that? KJ Daniels.
McDaniels, yeah.
Right, KJ McDaniels. So Philly's just playing Philly ball right now, and
I've been quit. I don't smoke no more.
Yes, he do. He's smoking before the show.
No, man. No. I'm professional. I come here professionally.
I wish I could say
he got a witch with him tonight.
I wish I could say the same. You know, medically prescribed. You know.
You'll know if I smoke on the show because I won't say shit, and that never happens. So I get real quiet now when I smoke. Real quiet.
Hey, man, Sixers number 2, number 1, the number 1 team in the NBA. The team that I said going to fall, they're going to fall in the playoffs. Don't worry, everybody. It's coming. It's Milwaukee. Giannis. I put the hat on tonight because I like.
That's why you wore the hat, yo.
I like the green hat. I like the green hat. I like the green hat. Somebody asked me was I a Bucks fan today. I wanted to wear the hat, but I said I paid a lot of money for this hat. So
I never understand people never understand that we wear hats as fashion. We don't. It's not about the team always.
Can't wear certain hoods out here.
Now, I wear mine on screen because
Yeah, we know why you wear yours on screen. You just want to be a little asshole.
Yeah, of course. That's little. It's only the best with you. Really. It's really just the best with you.
Hat on though. Sometimes
I got a Lakers fan in the room. I can't not mess with him. So
it's all good.
My
Oh,
God.
no, but nah, man. Shout to them keep doing the thing, man. Mike Budenholzer, continues to hold that team up, make a couple acquisitions at the trade deadline,
Yeah.
and your team's becoming and getting healthy. Getting older though, as we all got to remember, and as long as they don't show any sign of oldness, Milwaukee's gonna be there potentially almost to the end, but we shall see.
Also, you got Drew Holiday, all-star level again this year, playing his ass off. He picked up where Middleton left off, not because he was hurt.
That's my man Grayson, dog.
Grayson, the dirtiest player, but he's making a name for himself.
Dylan Brooks or Grayson Allen?
They 1A and 1B, man. It's crazy. But Grayson's trying to get away from being that guy while Brooks is actively running towards being that guy.
Yeah.
That's a big difference there.
Maybe once Josh starts quieting down a little bit, Dylan will too, man. But yeah, guys, man, the Bucks, the number one team in the association right now. Over the course of the next few weeks, we will track down the rankings of teams in the MVP ladder race because the way it's looking right now, it could change. We shall see, though.
Yo.
Shout outs for tonight on this.
I go first tonight, man.
Shiggity,
shout out to everybody that hung in here tonight. Hey, man, we sure appreciate the love we getting over on the YouTube side.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all very much. We see it.
We appreciate
loving it. Keep it up. Shout out to Scott. Actually, the Sonics question, statement, that was Scott.
Scott who?
Scott Casey, the moderator.
Oh, that's what's up.
Scott, man.
Scotty don't.
But shout out to Scott, Bobby, Marie, Chris, Nate, and Anthony. If I forgot anybody, my apologies. But, man, we do this because of y'all, man.
Yeah.
Y'all make this thing go.
Yes, sir. Yes, I need to rock what other teams get for fashion now. If it ain't Niners, yeah, you naming too many teams, bro. You might as well just rock all the hats, bro.
That's a lot of teams.
Shout out.
Rockets, Braves.
Shout out to everybody, man. Real talk. Shout out to the crew. Shout out to everybody, man. As you know what I'm saying, I'm about to hit sack. Got an early day tomorrow. Thank you guys for keeping me up. I probably would have been asleep. You know what I'm saying? This show wasn't going on now. And all, keep tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. The brand, we doing wonderful things, man. And be on the lookout, man, for us chatting on, your Facebook Lives or, in the group, you know what I'm saying, this weekend, man. Might have a little snippets from the crew, man. May not know who it is, but maybe one of us, or two of us, or three of us, or all of us might have a little snippet of our own. But in all, man, stay tuned for the ride. Let's continue.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to everybody who came through. Shout out to you fellas for having me here. It's always fun. We love doing this. Shout out to the brand. And we'll see you next week. Or maybe this week. You never really know.
Never really know. Thank y'all. You have a great night. As Russell Simmons said, handle your business.
Peace.